is postponed. My name is Jay Jomoto and welcome to Sports Express brought to you by MTN. I'd like to thank you for joining us for today's edition of Sports Express brought to you by MTN, the midweek show. International Newsroom is our first port of call. Here's Pedro Peter.
Thank you, Deji. We'll start off with the Olympics, where a member of the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee Executive Board, Haruyuki Takahashi, has stated that the upcoming Summer Games likely would be postponed by 1 or 2 years if they do not go on as scheduled due to concerns about the coronavirus outbreak. Takahashi further revealed that other options, such as playing the games without spectators or cancelling them entirely, would have substantial financial ramifications. Thus, a postponement would be the best option if the games do not begin as scheduled. International Olympic Committee Organizing Committee President Yoshiro Mori earlier said last month that the Olympic Games, which begins on July the 24th, are expected to go on as planned. To tennis, the Royal Spanish Tennis Federation RFET has announced that all tennis tournaments in the country will be played behind closed doors until further notice due to the outbreak of the coronavirus. A statement released by the RFET revealed that the move was in accordance with regulations and preventative measures adopted by the Spanish government with the aim of prioritizing the health and safety of all participants, and the new development covers all events from amateur level to professional level. Ahead of the clay court season, Spain plays host to some major dates in the tennis schedule. Most notable is the ATP 500 event in Barcelona on April the 20th and the Madrid Masters, which starts on May the 4th. To Formula One, state-owned oil and gas company Saudi Aramco have announced a long-term global sponsorship deal with Formula One in what could be a huge step towards Saudi Arabia eventually hosting a Grand Prix for the first time. The deal is the energy giant's first global sponsorship of a major sporting event, with F1 further revealing that Saudi Aramco will be the title sponsor of the US Grand Prix, the Spanish Grand Prix, and the Hungarian Grand Prix for this season. Lastly, to NBA, results of matches played last night. Boston Celtics beat the Indiana Pacers 114-111. Washington Wizards powered past the New York Knicks 122-115. Chicago Bulls were too good for the Cleveland Cavaliers, beating them 108-103. Houston Rockets were too good for the Minnesota Timberwolves 117-111. Orlando Magic beat the Memphis Grizzlies 120-115. San Antonio Spurs, back to winning ways, beat the Dallas Mavericks 119-109. Portland Trail Blazers outpaced the Phoenix Suns 121-105. Los Angeles Clippers, clipped the Golden State Warriors 131-107. Then lastly, a double from LeBron James, 29 points, 12 rebounds was not enough as the Los Angeles Lakers fell to the Brooklyn Nets 104-102.
Thank you very much, Pedro. That was the international news we've just gone by. After the break, the Nigerian sports scene. Back is Nigerian sports scene on Sports Express brought to you by MTN. Bolo, when he steps into the studio, something to discuss about Gernot Raw and the contract. But first, something caught my attention. I'd like to discuss it. First, I'd like to confirm from you, as man on the beat, is it true that there's going to be VAR in use at the National Sports Festival starting a couple of weeks, I think, or less than 2 weeks?
Yeah, the Deputy Governor of Edo State confirmed it. He said they are not even installing it; it's been installed already. That is the first stadium in Africa where to be installed. That the one in Morocco, they brought it for the games, but this one,
I'm sorry to cut you short. Why do we do these things like flight of fancy? Why do we do things like this for an amateur competition, a youth competition? And after this sports festival, what's going to be the use? They're going to bring in, I'm sure you're going to bring in expatriates to fix it. They're going to pay a lot of money for it to be fixed. And at the end of the sports festival, it's not in use in the local league. So what's going to be the use of that VAR in that stadium? What is the point?
Even if Super Eagles play in that stadium, they still won't use the VAR except CAF approves it. And what we know from CAF,
I honestly don't get why we do things like this. This is National Sports Festival. Young kids trying to come up. Football is just one aspect of the sports festival. I'm sure there are about probably 20-something sports. Over 30. And you are spending money on VAR.
If you see,
Come on.
He was called on Skype on the sports show. If you saw the excitement on his face, that yes,
it's ridiculous, and I'm surprised at the way we don't ask these questions. What is the point of a VAR at a national sports festival?
Because I was reading on VAR for a stadium having a VR camera and everything, you need minimum of 16 cameras. But for standard Premier League, Champions League, they have much more. But then seeing the clips of, like you rightly said, white guys were the ones that came to install.
Even our league is not using VR. What is the point? It's ridiculous. Let's go on. What's the situation with Gernot Rohr?
Well, I remember 2 weeks ago, a story came out on Sport Ministry by some players who came anonymous owing, but they said this was a planted story. That was part 1. Last week, I think we saw part 2. Then another one came out in the Punch today. Interestingly, all those stories are coming out from Punch. Like Gernot Rohr has spoken on the contract that it is not the money this time. His father taught him to always fulfill promises, and he's training the sons the same thing. But that it is the first time, the first country we'll see in Africa where the sport ministry and the federation are not together. That where he came from, the ministry are the ones that pay him. But now the problem is the ministry not having the same voice with the NFF. But he is at least still going to honor his contract. Well, the contract officially expires in 3 months. So let's see what happens after that.
What's the situation now? Is there a contract on the table?
From the reports flying around and from Pinnick.
No, from Gernot Rohr.
From Gernot Rohr.
Does he have a contract on his table?
No, for now, he's not saying anything about it. He's just saying, but money is not the problem. Why he has not signed it?
The two of them on it. Gernot Rohr
is here already. So
and NFF, they are behaving like 2 teenage lovers who don't want each other anymore and are afraid to say it. All right. Thank you very much. Look, you still have something
there's
to
a
say?
scheduled game to the Rangers.
Okay.
Casa. We're interested in Casada United. They've never won any away game anywhere. Maybe in Premier League, when they continue match MPFL anyway, they are not used to it. They've
And
only
also, you
picked 1 point.
can imagine the trauma they were involved in that game
Yeah.
that led to the death of the guy. And I'm not sure.
But I hope they won't play the game because the NFF rule is still all games should be suspended. So 4 p.m. is
All
almost
games
left
should be suspended
till
if they don't have
yeah,
the
requirements.
Is it that all games are suspended or all games are?
Except they have all the medical requirements. Because from the, I think section 12 of their rule book, you must have a team doctor, you must have all
Come
this
on,
and that.
they
So
keep writing these rules. They never enforce them. They should go sit
let's
down
see if they will
somewhere.
play the game.
The rules
Four
have always been there.
there, yep.
The rules have always been there. But
they are
what's
not
the point of rules
implemented.
when you don't enforce? Users as you don't have rules.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Thank you very much, Bolu. Sorry I got angry on your beats. We return with the World Soccer Report after this. Welcome back to the World Soccer Report on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Anytime Atalanta play, and I see Yemi, I always have to say Yemi still because Yemi brought how do I put it now? Yemi brought this team to our attention very early in the season, and it's been incredible. They score goals for fun. 8 goals in 2 legs against Valencia. Even though they don't take care of the defense too much, but hey, they don't care. And watching them is exciting. Valencia 3, Atalanta 4, 8-4 aggregate, and Leipzig 3, Tottenham 0, 4-0 on aggregate. The small teams, or the quote unquote, the young teams. Let me put it like, don't let me call them small. With all due respect, the 2 of them are into the quarterfinals for the first time ever, in the knockout round for the first time ever. And I don't think anybody wants any of these 2 teams.
I doubt it. It's a great achievement for both teams, great achievement for managers. Interestingly, Atalanta have scored, they've averaged 3.2 goals in 2020. So they had a team to go to where they're looking for goals. But now let's talk about the game. We spoke about a young team, young manager, RB Leipzig.
Nagelsmann, 32.
32, the youngest manager in Champions League history.
Probably younger than some of his players.
Oh yes. I wonder he's able to exert some control. But you have to give them huge credit.
Yeah.
They played some really good stuff. I just
only 4 goals by Ilicic.
That's Atalanta.
Atalanta, sorry. Oh, okay, sorry.
So what I worry for them is how they need to hold on to the bulk of their players.
Okay.
And
before we go, all the scathing criticism of Mourinho, is it fair?
I think
based on because as we were about to start the match yesterday, I was okay. Bergwijn, the commentator says Bergwijn out for the rest of the season. Bergwijn, Kane, Son, Sissoko. You know, it's like tearing the heart out of that team. Even the teammates. How do you get yourself up when all your best players, you look around and they're all lying on the
I
bench.
get
Oh,
that.
sorry.
I get that.
Mm.
But at the same time, at this stage, it's also about the squad. It's also a squad game.
If
And
Ologa is scored, the same players will keep playing. He can't rest anybody right now, can he?
so he has players he can call on. And I think it's going to a point where I think Jose should have become a bit bolder.
Okay.
Call one or two youngsters.
Youngsters. Okay.
Throw them into the
That's
hand.
a
They have
fair
nothing
point.
to lose.
That's a
You
fair
never
point.
know what you get.
Okay, so those two are through. Two big teams are in danger of getting knocked out tonight. Liverpool, the defending champions, 1-0 down from the first leg against Atletico. PSG, this is a holy grail for them.
Yeah.
2-1 down from the first leg against Dortmund. Liverpool, Atletico, you think this is going to be a war of attrition?
Attrition. An atomic war. Because you're talking of Anfield, an European night.
Night, yes.
All the talk from the first leg that when we come to Anfield, the crowd will, take us there. And then Atletico are like, which Anfield? We've been to Bernabeu, we've been to Camp Nou, we hear the noise. What are you going to offer?
If there's one team that won't care about that Anfield,
It's
it's
Atletico Madrid, because
But
of the-
it's a factor, whether
It's
they want
a
to
huge
accept it.
factor.
Because this same Atletico, they led 2-0 against Juventus last season. They went
Yeah.
there and got bashed 3-0. So
True,
who knows?
True. But if you look at both games and you look at the way both teams have performed, I think Atletico can do enough to get through.
Quickly, PSG. Will they
I think
get through?
Dortmund will go through
think Dortmund will go
because I think both teams will score as well.
Okay, City Arsenal postponed, of course, mentioned that because of the coronavirus. Augsburg have appointed Heiko Herrlich as coach until 2022 after sacking Martin Schmitz. Thank you very much, everybody. Best of the rest. You can't get away from the coronavirus. The French League of Football Professionals, LFP, have revealed that all Ligue 1 and Ligue 2 soccer matches till April 15th will be played behind closed doors amid the outbreak of the coronavirus. France on Sunday banned gatherings of more than 1,000 people in a bid to contain the spread of the virus, which has infected over 1,400 and killed 30. In the same vein, the next two rounds of La Liga matches in Spain will be played without spectators. Coronavirus is ravaging the world of sport. My name is Dave Jomoto. Thanks for your time. Good morning.